Hello! Isang makakalikasang Martes sa inyong lahat. Good morning. I am Mark D. Gatchalian. Just call me Marky. And I'll be the host for today's interview. By the way, this is I think, our sixth interview session. And this is part of the mini-series that we're going to have. And this is brought to you by Throne and Crowns in collaboration with D Crown. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're excited because we have a special guest for today, another Misters of Filipinas delegate from Malolos, Bulacan. I know that you're all excited because he's one of the favorites as well to win the coveted title. So hindi ko na patatagalin pa. Oh, by the way, before I start, I'd like you to, as early as now, start writing your questions because later we'll have a chance to interact with our guest. Write your questions, write your comments, say hi to our guest, and then we will flash it later. Okay, so start writing it now and say hi to our guest. So, hindi ko na patatagalin. I know you've been waiting for him. I'd like to introduce to you our Misters of Filipinas, Malolos Bulacan, Drei, Arias.
Hi, Throne and Crown viewers. Hi, Sir Marty. Good morning po. Good morning sa
Hello,
inyo
good
lahat.
morning. Yes, good morning. Sorry, I never had a chance to talk to you backstage. Maybe you could say hi to everyone who's already watching.
Hello po, Crown viewers. Maraming salamat po for being with us here today. This is gonna be a fun interview. Sobrang excited talaga ako ngayon. And thank you, Sir Marty, for doing this with me. Maraming salamat po.
Of course, all for you. And maraming salamat din for taking the time. I know you have a very busy schedule. Okay? So, actually, tatanungin ko muna very quickly, since you have a busy schedule, what have you been up to? Ano ba yung mga natapos sa activities and events sa Misters of Filipinas?
Activities and events with Misters of Filipinas. Festival King competition, natapos na po namin yon, and we are blessed to be part of the top 11 candidates na sa festival competition. And what
Galing.
else? We've been doing official photo shoot for Massage Lux Spa, yung official partner ng MOF this year.
Mm-hmm.
What else? So far I've been doing activities for my advocacy. It's never just an advocacy for me kasi kung kilala ko ng ibang mga sorry, wala ata ako. If may nakakilala talaga sa akin sa mga viewers, super active ako sa mga social works this past few years. Kaya hindi lang advocacy na dinadala sa Misters of Filipinas yung ginagawa ko.
Yes, it's really good to hear. So later we'll have a chance to actually deep dive and look at your advocacy, your advocacies. Just like to probably introduce Drei to people who do not know him yet. Drei Arias is from Malolos, Bulacan, and he completed a bachelor's degree of theater arts. Actually, yung natapos niya is very much related to what he does. So let's find out from Drei. Drei, before Misters of Filipinas, what is the typical day of Drei Arias?
Typical day of Drei Arias is I'm going to a set because I'm an actor. I'm a professional model here in the Philippines and an actor. I always do taping and shooting, sometimes commercial if I have the time, the leisure time. Kailangan tinatrabaho ko pa din kasi I have to provide for my family. What else? In my free periods, I read books. I watch movies sometimes, and yung mga iba ko pang oras nilalaan ko sa social works.
Yes. So yes, Dre is an actor. There's more to him than meets the eye. Yun ang maganda sa mga Misters of Filipinas delegates natin eh. And he's also, nabasa ko yung profile mo, you already won an award, 2019, right? Maybe you could tell
Yeah.
us more about it.
Nanalo na po tayo ng National Acting Award. It's from Cine Republica. They recognized
Nice.
me most promising young actor back then in 2019. And from there, natuto na tayo ng natuto sa industry hanggang sa nagkaroon na tayo ng mga lead parts sa movie. Nakawork na natin yung mga batikan directors natin. I'm just so happy in what I'm doing right now. Pagod, pero
Yes.
pa rin natin.
Good. Dre, magtatanong lang ako since na-mention mo na you already work with mga batikang actors and batikang directors. Sino ang director or actor, it's up to you, na malaki yung impact sa'yo since what you do is very much related to what you love, which is acting?
Naku, ang hirap mamili ng malaki yung impact. But definitely, Joel Lamangan. Yung biggest break ko ay ang madirect ni Joel Lamangan sa unang pagbibidahan kong movie. And working with him is really nerve-wracking. Talagang manginginig yung buong laman mo kasi nakaka-work. But he's really an artist and he knows what he's doing. And
Mhm.
wala akong piling ibang director na magde-direct pa sa pinaka-big break ko, kundi si Joel Amangan. Kasi kapag nasabihan kang artista ni Joel Amangan,
Ah,
ayun na yung validation na kailangan mo sa industriya na to.
nice. Nice. It's really nice to hear. How about naman actor or co-actor mo?
I am fascinated on how E.A. Guzman takes his method in acting.
Mhm. Grabe, magaling yun. Grabe, yeah. I've seen one of his movies, yes. Why?
And
Why?
nung nakatrabaho ko siya, katrabaho ko po siya sa movie with Joel Amangan, and kapag nakaka-excite ako siya, mas lalong nabuboost yung emotions, yung mga dapat na parang alam mong nagbibigayan kami sa eksena,
Mhm.
hindi siya kamot na aktor. Kaya I'm really grateful to experience that from someone na hindi ko naman talaga kakilala. Hindi ko siya nakasama. Unang araw pa lang namin, ang galing na. Nagbigay na agad si EA. Ang galing niya, ang galing. And he inspired
Wow.
me.
Wow, that's really good to hear. Grabe, grabe. Nakita nyo, there's more than meets the eye. So, thank you so much for sharing that, Dre. We'll get to know you more in detail later, but we have to do our fast talk. Okay, let's do our fast talk. Itong
Okay.
fast talk, we will flash something lang, and then mamimili ka lang. You don't need to explain, okay?
Okay.
So, are you ready?
Ready?
Let's start with our fast talk. First one, beach or pool?
Beach or pool? Right now, beach.
Okay, beach. Ako din beach. Casual or formal?
Casual. I'm a very casual.
Casual. How about this sa food? Sinigang or adobo?
I can't both.
Isa lang, isa lang.
Sinigang.
Sinigang. By the way, sorry mag-follow up ako dyan. Sinigang na what?
Sinigang sa miso.
Ay, nako, sabi niya. Sinigang sa miso na salmon, no?
Yeah.
Ginutom ko yung sarili ko.
Magluto yung best friend ko niyan. Kaya,
Next, sunrise or sunset?
sunrise or sunset?
Sunset. Okay. Kung ulam ka, Dre, ano ka, Dre?
Sinigang sa miso.
Teka muna, I'll be specific. Sinigang sa miso na alin?
Salmon.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. And how about your first date? Well, where will you take your date?
Road trip.
Road trip. Road trip going to where?
Anywhere. Kasi mas gusto ko yung mas gusto ko yung habang nagdadrive ako na kinakausap ko yung ka-date ko, tapos mas nalalaman ko yung story ng life niya. Ay, alam mo, makukuha mo yung wisdom, yung lalim ng tao.
So you like long drives pala and getting to know people through long drives?
Kind of been my therapy for the past years. Kasi sobrang pagod, di ba? Parang hindi ako napapagod kapag nag-drive ako. It's like I'm taking control of my life when I'm driving.
When was your most recent long drive?
For the past months, I haven't been driving talaga kasi sobrang condensed, sobrang compressed yung schedule ko.
Okay, so maybe one of this time take time to do their long drives for your therapy, okay?
I would.
Next, lights on or lights off?
Dim lights.
Dim light. Ikaw na bahala mag-interpret kung ano yan. Basta dim lights daw, guys. Okay, and last one, ito, Corona, Drei, or Pag-ibig?
Pag-ibig. Kasi I think yung yung pag-chase mo ng dream mo, kasama na yun. Love mo yung, kapag love ko yung ginagawa ko, then the crown will always fall into place. Diba? Kapag love ko yung ginagawa ko and I have no pretensions, this is not a facade that you're seeing in me. So, what I'm really delivering is me. Kaya if they see me as a title holder, then I'll be glad to work with the organization. I love what I'm doing.
Okay, so fair enough. Nice explanation. Thank you. So maybe now, thank you so much. So that was it. How did you feel about it?
So far, parang may mas lalala pa ba sa mga questions na yan?
Wala na. Huwag ka mag-alala.
Medyo kabahan lang.
We'll try to make it as wholesome as possible. Okay, so now we're done. scratching the surface. Okay, let's probably look at some of the comments of our fans. According to Donsky Love, ang pogi, ganda ng teeth. Oh, pogi daw, ganda ng teeth. Right? And according to CK, got pandan, ang pogi mo, Drei.
Wow, thank you.
Right? According to Hannah, go Drei Arias. Heart
Thank you.
emoji. Love you daw, ako po yung bestie. Ah, CK? CK is the bestie?
CK is the bestie. Yeah, CK is the bestie.
Okay, so siya yung magaling luto ng miso.
Yes, yes.
So one of these days, CK, please, lutuan mo kayo ng miso. Mark Luigi Lopez says, Beb ko yan.
Oh, hi, Mark. Mark.
All right. Okay. So these are just some of the comments coming from the fans. Please write more down below and then say hi to Drei or already ask your questions para later we can post it. Okay. So ask your questions, interact. So we'll scratch the surface. We've gotten to know Drei and his daily activities. You know, is Drei, what he does, and some fast talk. Now, a bit deeper, medyo challenge natin si Drei ngayon kasi sa Misters of Filipinas, maraming quotes, di ba? Tinetest sila sa mga quotes. So, what we'll do is we'll show him quotes and then he'll just interpret what the quotes mean to him. So, para naman na rin itong practice, di ba? Para mo na rin practice to, Drei, right? Okay. So, handa ka na ba? Ready ka na?
Casual here.
Okay. So our first quote is, let's look at it. First quote is, the standard you allow is the standard you accept. The standard you allow is the standard you accept. What does it mean to you?
It's more of like setting your boundaries. It is your limits towards your personal space. And the standard you allow is definitely the standard you accept. It is because what you allow yourself to see is what you allow people to see. And it's about you setting that limit, being yourself, and just doing what you do, no matter how people can see that and what they can say about it.
Wow, nice answer. Pero you mentioned about standards, you mentioned about limits, setting limits. Tatanong
Yes.
kita na something controversial na question kasi this happened to Lea Salonga. Remember, I don't know if you're aware of what happened to Lea Salonga. There were fans who actually went overboard the limits. Nagpunta sa dressing room niya. What's your thought on that? What bilang artista, bilang aktor, na public figure, ngayon Misters of Filipinas, mas lalong dadami yung fans mo. So, ano yung mga limits na pinuput mo, especially when you're interacting with fans?
You know what? When I'm in a show or when I'm outside or when I'm doing my job as an actor, it's really okay. It's really fine to really tap me and take a picture with me. But when I'm done, when I'm not in the spotlight, when I'm not really like, when I'm not really like in the set or in the event, I think people should respect my boundaries. Like when I'm going to groceries, shopping malls. I think it's a part when you take consideration for the fact that artists have their lives to live, and it's really a leisure time, or it's really a luxury for us to really go out sometimes, not being bothered by people.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's move on to the next quote. If you can
Wow,
dream it,
madami pa
you
ba
can
to?
do it. Yes, Walt Disney yan. Oh, if you can dream it, you can do it. What do you think?
If you can dream it, you can do it, by Walt Disney. Okay. I think it's about taking that step, taking that first step, no matter what happens. Doing that first step, even if you're afraid, even if it means falling apart, even if it means stepping out of your comfort zone. Because if you can dream it, then you have the courage to do it. You have the motivation to do it. And if you're determined to catch something, to catch your dream, I think you can be limitless. That's it.
I like that. I like that answer. I like that you said you can be limitless and you have to step out of your comfort zone. Let me pick up on that, what you said. Stepping out of your comfort zone. When was the most recent happening in your life wherein you actually stepped out of your comfort zone?
Stepping into this competition.
Uh-huh.
Stepping into this competition is really a whirlwind. Like, everyone's asking, why did you join another pageant? You're an actor now. You have the platform. You have your own platform. Why are you doing this? And my answer is not for myself. It is basically for the people around me, because I'm taking their feelings into consideration. And if they can see me really representing the Philippines so well in the international stage, then I'm gonna do it.
Wow. Good, good, good. Maraming salamat, Dre. Nakita nyo na, ha? Very articulate si Dre, ha? So later, interact with him. Write down your questions. Pahirapan nyo, guys. Pahirapan nyo, guys. Kasi ang galing, eh. Pahirapan nyo magsulat kayo ng mahirap na tanong dyan. Pahirapan nyo. Joke lang, joke lang. All right, you're doing well. And let's look at the last quote. Excellence takes time. There's no success. No success is rushed.
Excellence takes time. No success is rushed. It is very true, because sometimes people mistake failure for rejections, setbacks, but I don't think that's true. You know, having the freedom to fail is really your door to great success. That's it for me.
Good, good answer. You mentioned about failure. Okay, you mentioned about failure. When was the most recent slide back or a failure that you've had
That-
in your life? Yeah, setback that you've had in your life and what you've learned from it.
I learned to take care of my body. Last screening, I was body shamed because I was not ready in the screening, and I know for the fact that I am not that ready. My body is not that ready back then in the screening. People were saying, "Oh, only pretty face. He's not gonna make it." But you know what? I made it my motivation. I took that into my advantage, and now you can see the posters, the photo shoots that we've done. I think my body's good now.
And I'd like to congratulate you on that. No, so because it's very difficult. It takes discipline to actually
Yeah,
achieve a
even
certain body,
even
right?
Inventology's hot picks, like top one. What is that? Like,
Wow, good job. What worked for you, Dre? Did exercise work more or did the diet work more for you? Diet or exercise or both? What do you think?
I am hitting the gym every day after my work, after every event. I'm hitting the gym every day doing my cardio, and I am not eating rice right now, all meat. So I'm basically building my muscles and toning my body right now. And I feel so healthy. And I feel so healthy. That's the most important part of it.
Good job. Actually, I agree that that's the most important piece. When you work out, when you exercise, the end goal is to feel good about yourself, right?
Yes.
So good. Oh, nakita nyo na guys, ha? Galing, no? Galing, no? Si Mr. Malolos Bulacan. By the way, Drea, share ko lang, ha? Taga Malolos ka. Ako, taga Bulacan din ako.
Taga
Bulacan din
saan?
ako. May Kawayan. Sa May Kawayan. Laking May Kawayan, Bulacan ako. May Kawayan, Marilao.
Lagi ako natatraffic dyan.
Ay, sorry naman. Sorry naman. Hindi pa rin nila inaayos ang ano dito, matao kasi dyan.
Hello po sa mga taga may kawayan.
Hello mga taga May Kawayan. Mahal po namin kayo kahit matraffic dyan.
Opo. Pero naman napakababait ng mga tao diyan po. Kahit
Yes. Okay. Maraming salamat. So now, we're done getting to know him and testing his limits, his wit. Let's now look at your questions and the interactions. It's now time for you to take over. Oh, by the way, sabi ni Siki, ang galing ng... Okay, marami pong salamat. Interactive and conversation, walang pressure both sides. Thank you, Siki. Yung miso ko, ha?
Oo, papadalan kita sa party. Dadating si bestie ko ng coronation night. So,
Okay, good,
okay.
good. I hope to see him as well. Donsky says, with your acting career rising, if you win Misters of Filipinas, how can you manage your schedule? Ayan na, oo nga. How can you manage your schedule?
Thank you, Donsky, for that question. You know what? I'm with Net25 right now. I'm their artist, and they have been so supportive of my decision joining here. Actually, right about now, there are some schedules sacrificed from Net25 to just meet the end of Misters of Filipinas, and I'm very sure that they will be very accommodating. They have been helping me advertising or and endorsing my fight for the title.
Wow, you're very lucky. You're very lucky,
I
Drake.
I'm
No?
so glad to have them.
Yeah, so at least your mother network is very supportive of your endeavor. That's really good. So ayan, I hope you're happy with that response, Donsky. Another question. Magde-deliver daw si...
Wait, that's up. Why not, Sir Martino? I-invite ko kayo sometime somewhere dinner tayo ng Throne and Crowns, no?
Yes, please. Let's
Pwede.
do that. Let's do that. Good luck, Nak. Drei Arias from Jean
Wow.
Buwan. Who's Jean? Who is
Thank
she?
you. Tita Jean is one of the producers sa isang series na ginawa ko before.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Tita Jean.
Maraming salamat daw po sa support. Oh, there's a question from Maguslog sa Saldo Daniel. If you are a vitamin, what would you be and why? Wow, wow, interesting na question na to. If you're a vitamin, what would you be and why?
I think encapsulate me in Biroka so that you can have all of
Ang ganda na sagot na yun, ha? Kompleto na. Kompleto na, guys. Biroka
Gana
daw.
ha?
Correct. At saka masarap ang biroka kasi lalagay mo lang sa water.
Yes,
Very
yes.
much soluble and masarap. Okay, thank you. I hope you're happy with that. Go Malolos, Bulacan, according to Jessamy Torres.
Thank you.
All right. Odonsky has another question. What is your take on a certain male pageant's decision to ditch the swimwear and Q&A? Okay, Q&A round. Yep.
Oh. If it's a model type pageant and if it's what the organization wants, then so be it. I have no say in that. It's their protocol as a pageant owner. I don't think I can really have a say on that. But if a pageant is looking for a spokesperson, then I think Q&A will not be ditched somehow, because I think it's very important that people know the capacity of how one male candidate can speak very good.
Yep, and I agree with you. It really is. It is dependent on the prerogative of the organization. Ako naman, my personal take on this, Dre, is okay lang na wala ng swimwear, okay lang na yung ibang, kasi I think beauty only lasts for 20 seconds for me. The moment we're done, after 20 seconds, I look at something deeper and makikita
Yeah,
mo yun sa conversation. So Q&A, I think, should always be there. It should
yeah,
always be there.
I think so too. Kasi kaya nga merong mga Asia's Next Top Model or Model Worldwide. It's for that. It's for that pageants.
Yep, I agree with you. Okay, so you get to know someone if you talk to them. So that the Q&A round, I think they shouldn't ditch. Okay, thank you.
Salamat.
According to PJ, can you describe yung performance mo ng Festival King? Oh, how was your performance daw? Describe it.
Oh, describe my performance. It was magical for me. I am with entablado performers that night. And as we all know, hindi talaga big on festival ang Malolos po. But
Totoo.
we are the very reason kung bakit may mga festivals ang buong Pilipinas, because of our Malolos Congress. Kaya, imbes na mag-big on festivals kami, I think it's very important that people know what Malolos Congress is, and that's what we delivered.
Good job, Malolos Congress. Actually, totoo yan. Sa Bulacan, bihira yung piyesta nga eh. No? Lumaki
Because
ako sa Bulacan na...
people are expecting me to do Santo Niño Festival
Oo, oo,
or
oo.
Singkaban Festival, but I really want to be different. If I'm gonna do this, if I'm gonna win Misters of Filipinas, I'm not gonna be an ordinary king. I think I really want to leave an impact, a legacy, because this is my last shot
Mhm.
before focusing on my career.
Mhm. And you did right, and I think you just made that right decision. Thank
Thank you.
you. And Christian to Christian Abejo question: what is your greatest fear, and how do you manage it in your daily life?
Ay, bakit naman ganyan yung mga...
Pinahirapan ka eh, nakinig sa akin. Sorry naman.
What is your greatest fear? I think I'm facing it right now. I'm really afraid of losing my mom, who's battling breast cancer. She's doing good now, and how I manage it, I pray. I pray and I do my best to provide for her needs. I do my best to make her happy every day, to make her feel loved every day, because my mom is my best friend, and I can't, if I'm gonna achieve all this blessings, all these achievements, it's gonna it's gonna it's gonna be it's gonna mean less if it's not gonna be shared with her. So this is my greatest fear, losing my mom.
Losing a loved one, losing the mom. So I hope you're happy with that response, Christian.
Christian, ha, ikaw ha, gusto mo pa ako paiyakin, ha? De joke. Thank you.
Thank you, Christian. Next one and last one. Bakit ikaw, according to Aldwin Rodriguez, bakit ikaw ang dapat manalo ng Misters of Filipinas?
Basically because I'm here with a purpose. I am not here for the glitz and glam. You all know that because I get that in the spotlight. So right now, I am doing this with a purpose, with the people behind the entertainment industry with me. That's what I'm doing right now.
Hmm.
I
Since
really
you
want
mentioned,
station.
okay, since you mentioned about purpose, I'd like to check first. Kasi maraming koron ang Misters of Filipinas. What's
Yeah.
your target crown?
First, I really wanted Manhut Star because it's aligning with my brand.
Mm-hmm.
It is my branding, an actor, and they want
Mm-hmm.
an actor there
Mm-hmm.
like that. But as the competition progress, I can really be good in any title that the organization wants me to be having. It's their trust that I'm really grateful for. If that's gonna happen, and right now I think Man of the World is hitting a soft spot in my heart like that.
Nice, nice. I like that response. Speaks volumes about your humility. Maraming salamat. At maraming salamat sa mga fans who were interacting with us. So, hindi pa tayo tapos ha. So, feel free to write your comments. Say hi to Drei. Kung anong gusto nyong sabihin para mabasa ni Drei. And I hope you enjoyed that takeover. So, later, we'll have more. Don't worry. And speaking of, kanina yung last question niya is about purpose. Let's talk about Drei's purpose or his advocacy. Okay, so when I actually read his profile, it was very interesting. He said he's actually supportive of the Garcia, uh, Eddie
Yeah.
Garcia Act. So maybe you could, for those who do not know, what is the Eddie Garcia Act and what have you been busy with in support of that act?
Okay. So my advocacy, the advocacy under my belt for Misters of Filipinas, I've been doing so many advocacies, but for now, I am really focusing on Eddie Garcia Act. It is an act protecting the people behind the entertainment industry, their protection, their welfare, their benefits, their right to labor union, to to protect them from exploitation, abuse, for giving them contracts in every project that they do. You know, once I am that talent being exploited, once I am that talent waiting alongside of the road, no tent,
Mm-hmm.
hitting like 7 a.m. to 5 a.m. work, and I'm just waiting for my one liner, and I'm alongside the road, and I think I'm just doing that for a penny because I'm not really like, my income is not that high, so I really want to protect everyone for from experiencing that. I think that's it. I think that's my very purpose. I don't want to see anyone go through the same struggles that I did when I started doing acting.
Right. Thank you so much for shedding light on that, Dre. I would like to deep dive on it. Aside from the ones that you've mentioned, what are some of the most pressing gaps that you think needs to be addressed through that Eddie Garcia Act? For you, what's the most pressing?
Yung sa mga child natin ngayon, no, sa mga kids, minsan talaga napapalampas natin yung work hours nila at sometimes hindi pa na ipag-associate sa dole ng maayos yung mga mga productions natin. And what else? Marami tayong pressing gaps like working more than 8 hours. Dapat 8 hours lang talaga yung work natin as an actor. Sometimes it's going beyond 16 hours, 18 hours. I don't think it's respectful for the artist kasi hindi ka din makakapag-deliver ng maayos kung pagod ka, di ba? Sa craft mo. What else? I think we have the right to form unions kasi trabahador din kami. It's just that we have the celebrity status, we have the celebrity privileges, pero trabahador kami. Kapag nasa set kami, sumusunod kami sa director, hindi kami ang boss. Hindi kayo magpa-picture sa amin, pero hindi kami yung boss sa trabaho namin. It's just like any other corporate na mga jobs.
I see. Maraming salamat for sharing that. And I know, actually, one of the things that you've mentioned would be work hours. I actually have been reading articles about it. Si Vice Ganda is very much supportive of that kasi I think unfair daw yung mga more than 8 hours. Tama nga naman, no? More than 8 hours of work. Although technically you're there, you're waiting, but it's exhausting. I think you're on the right track and tama nga naman to limit it to a certain number of hours, no?
Yes, and all the people with a digital like access sa mga maraming followings na talaga na mga digital, they can make it professional na. Kasi kapag na-approve talaga tong Eddie Garcia Act, ipoprotect talaga lahat ng mga nasa entertainment, walang pipiliin. From the smallest talaga to the biggest.
That's good. I hope na mapasa na yan. Tignan natin yung comment ni Eman because Eman is a theater practitioner. As a theater practitioner na nakapag-work na din sa ilang teleseries and movies, naranasan ko yung napakahabang working hours for small compensation. Thanks for pushing this. Ay, oo nga pala, I was also involved in a movie. Na-realize ko, yes, I was also involved. I was an extra and I also waited for like 16 hours just to do my part.
One-liner or just to be span out.
Just to be span out yung lalakad lang. Actually, yung role ko nun is like, ang role ko nun is hapon, tapos ang gagawin ko lang is maglalakad, may hawak na barel. And I waited 16 hours before I got shot. So that's it. So I think I get what you're saying. It's important that we pass this act now.
Actually,
I like what
on September 12th, I'll be in the Senate. Like I'm gonna be passing a collective statement from our celebrities na nagsusupport sa Eddie Garcia.
Good. Supportahan natin yan. I think I agree with that. First-hand experience.
Yung collective statement para dumagdag kayo sa signatures.
Sige, sama ako. Kahit extra lang ako nun.
Problem.
Okay, so tama si CK, policy and advocacy ang kailangan natin because it really shapes the community. So, #Pass Eddie Garcia Act.
Yeah,
I agree. Okay, maraming salamat. So, ayan na, nalaman na natin yung purpose, nalaman na natin yung advocacy. This time, let's now look at, kasi ang ginawa namin, of course, nag-deep dive kami, mga stalker kasi kaming thrown in crowns and decrowned. We have an activity called Picture Perfect. Nag-stock kami, nanghingi kami ng pictures. So what Drei will do is, if flash naman yung pictures, and he will tell us a story about the picture. Kung ano yun, it's either when it was taken, what is that for, whatever, okay? So, wag ka magbulat, Drei, ha?
Pinakabahan ako dyan.
Don't be! So, let's start with the first picture. Ayan. What is that, Drei?
This is the first time working with the very, very, very great composer Kiko Salazar. Nag-record po ako ng In The Zone. Malapit na po siyang ilabas sa Spotify with Kiko Salazar, guys. Pakinggan nyo to. sobrang ganda nung In The Zone.
Wow, so you sing din pala.
Yes po.
Amazing.
I'm more like of an actor who sings than a singer. I'm an actor who sings. But I'm really
Actually,
the blessings that has been given to me. Grabe yung mga
uh,
offers kung mag-record ako Grabe sila.
grabe. Alam mo, ito napansin ko ha, and this is actually a compliment. Karamihan ng mga theater graduate, they are good singers as well. They're singers, they're dancers. Grabe kayo lahat na lang ng talent kinuha nyo Wala kayong tinira sa amin.
Thank you po.
Iba kayo, okay? Thank you. So you got a chance to sing. If you are to sing, let's say, to sing something about your experience in Misters of Filipinas, anong kanta ito? Experience mo sa Misters of Filipinas?
Anong kanta? A few lines. This is for the coronation night. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna feel good.
Ayun, napasayaw na ako. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so that's the first pick. Second one. Ayan. Wow. What is this pick, Drei?
No, dito na ako maiiyak. So, 2019, nag-start po ako mag-artista. Tapos, dun sa pag-aartista ko na yun, sa pagka-commercial ko, nakabili tayo ng second-hand na car. But eventually, ang dami ng sira ng car. Kaya ang dami kong pinapagawa, binenta ko po. So, I had to go to tapings ng nag-grab, nag-commute. Tapos, ako nakaawa sa akin, yung papa ko, nakikita ako, napapagod ako. Sabi ko, may right timing para bumili na ako ulit ng bagong sasakyan, ganyan. Hindi ko pinupush. Sabi ko, mag-iipon muna ako, ganyan, kasi hindi ko talaga kaya. Kasi I really am a man who doesn't really spend beyond his needs. Sobra ako mag-ipon kasi hindi ko alam kung anong mangyayari kinabukasan. Kasi sa industry, kailangan nag-iipon, kailangan may business ka. Kapag kami mga malalaki kang kita, dapat tinatabi mo kasi hindi mo alam yung mawalan ka ng project. And this year, God blessed us with a brand new car na kasi I recently signed with a 5-year contract na sa Net 25. So I know he's not provide. So sige, sabi ko, unahin ko muna yung sasakyan bago yung bahay na pangarap namin nila ama. Ayun po, ngayon nakapag-drive na tayo, nakakapunta na tayo sa tapings natin ng may sarili ng car, nakapagpahinga na tayo ng maayos. Ayun po.
You are beyond blessed. Nakakatuwa naman yun, no? Your dreams are, again, because of your hard work, because of your dedication. And of course, I know that you've been praying for this. You've been praying for this. And alam ko naman, nasabi mo kanina, na your purpose is to also help your family, help your mom as well. Alam mo, yung mga ganyan tao talaga binibless. Ayan na yan, nagsisimula na siya. Right? So, good job to you. And natutuwa naman ako na nakikita mo na yung growth on your career. And hopefully, more blessings to come. Okay? Para rin, of course, to help your mom as well. Okay? Good job. Thank you. And congratulations on that car.
Salamat po.
Okay. Thank you. So, next picture.
Emotional tayo dito.
Wag ka mag-alala. Iyak ka pa later. Joke. Next picture.
That's my dad. Papa ko po. Maraming nagsasabi na carbon copy ako ng papa ko at hindi ko itatanggi yun. Grabe. Sobrang po ako family-oriented ako. Sobrang mahal ko yung pamilya ko. And I really can't imagine a life without them. They are not perfect. They really are far from perfect. But they are what I need. They really are what I need. At hindi ko ipagpapalit kahit isang segundo sa mundong to nang hindi sila yung magulang ko. sobrang supportive, sobrang mahal na mahal ako ng papa ko na yan. Grabe mag-alaga yan.
Alam mo, halatang ano ka talaga. Nakita ko you're becoming emotional. I'd like to check first. Sabi mo naman carbon copy ka ng dad mo. Ano yung mga characteristics na nakuha mo sa dad mo na sinasa, oh my gosh, you're really like that.
Pogi ng tatay ko, di ba?
Of course. Number one yun.
There was parang yung characteristics, it's more like of a connection. Kasi kami ni Papa kahit kunyari hindi kami nakakapag-usap o kaya magtitinginan kami, alam na namin yung body language ng isa't isa, parang ganon. Tapos alam niya, ang galing nila, actually mama at papa ko, ang galing nila kapag alam nila, parang nararamdaman nila kapag hindi ako okay, kapag pagod ako sa work, bigla na lang may message na super sweet silang dalawa, na yung, alam mo yung talagang, hindi mo na kailangan sabihin na, pa, napapagod na ako, ma, napapagod ako sa work, ganyan. Hindi ko na sinasabi yun kasi napapagod pa lang ako, may message na sila sa akin na nakakapagpa-motivate. Grabe sila. Ayun, sweetness. Kaya nagtataka yung mga yung mga ka-work ko na bakit ang sweet ni Drei. Siguro dahil sweet yung papa ko saka yung mama ko. Sobrang sweet nila sa akin.
That's good to hear. And yung
iba. So, nagugulat yung iba bakit hinahag ko sila. Yung mga kakabit ko pa lang ng mga prod. Grabe ako yung makakap, mga ganun. Ewan ko. Parang, ayun. Tapos, super sensitive ko as a person. Ganun din. Sensitive din kasi si Pape. So, konting taas lang ng boses. Parang, may ginagawa ba ako sa'yo? Parang ganun. Yung parang, hindi siya okay sa akin. Kasi parang sobrang marespeto akong tao. So, I know naman na hindi lahat ng tao marespeto or hindi naman lahat mabait. Pero yun, naapektuhan agad ako kapag feeling ko may bad energy yung tao sa akin. Sobrang sensitive ko sa ganun. Kasi nga, hindi ganun yung kinalakihan kong family. Kasi nurturing yung family ko sa kaya kapag feeling ko hindi ko safe space kapag may attack. Yung parang mga ganun. Ganun yung...
Yeah. So you're the type pala talaga who goes with the vibe, goes with the energy, also ensuring that you make that connection. If it's not a safe space, then medyo nahihirapan kang mag-connect with people.
Yes po.
That's good. That's good. So, also, you mentioned a while ago na recently, hindi kayo masyado nakakapag-usap ng daddy mo. Kunyari, kaharap mo si daddy mo. What would you tell your dad now?
Hindi po kami nakakapag-usap personal. Pero sa chat, lagi po yung nagme-message sa akin. Siyempre, I love you so much, Papa. Alam mo naman kung gaano kita kamahal. Tapos yung gift, kaka-birthday lang po niya. Yung gift niya, nandito pa sa akin. Ito, wait, parang ito ko ipakita yung gift. Hindi, joke lang. Parang, ayun. Hinihintay na niya ang bago niyang relo. I love you. I love you so much. Kahapon lang siya nag-message sa akin. Sabi niya sa akin, mag-ingat ako palagi and love you. Love you too.
Ayun. Yung po, Daddy, I love you daw. According to Drake. Thank you so much, Drake. Next picture. Is this the last one? The last one. There you go. That's the last picture.
Masaya. Masaya lang ako. Masaya lang ako sa buhay ko po. Kaya siguro nag-radiate sa akin yung kasiyahan kasi nga it really started with my family. Sobra yung support nitong mga taong to sa akin. Wala akong masasabi. As in, sobrang hindi mo talaga mahalata na ang dami namin pinagdadaanan kasi nga whatever happens, we got each other. Ganun po. Yun. Please huwag niyo ako paiyakin.
So, ano yung mga bagay na you mentioned that you've been always...
Ako kasi may mga umiiyak na 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 guest niyo, may mga from Misters of Filipinas na umiiyak. Kaya sabi ko, hindi nila ako mapapaiyak. Tapos, tinatawag ko ng mga pamilya. Bakit naman?
Grabe ka naman. We would just like to get to know the personal side of you. So, you mentioned a while ago, they've been always very supportive of you. What are some of the things that you really appreciate them doing for you?
unang-una po kay Kuya. Because he's been really supportive. Ewan ko, basta yung relationship namin kasi ni Kuya, hindi kami palagi nagkakausap, but every time na may nakakausap ako, nakakilala niya, kilala ako. Kasi lagi daw niya sinasabi how proud he is of me. Ganon, parang basta mahirap i-explain yung dynamics ng family namin. And it's really not perfect. It seems perfect kasi nga we are working on our differences. Kaming magkakapatid,
Mm-hmm.
supportive ako palagi sa kanila, sila din sa akin. Ayun yung pinaka na-appreciate ko sa pamilya namin. Kahit anong mangyari, I got them and they got me. It's really very important for me. And yun, hindi ko kakayanin kung mawawala tong mga taong to sa akin.
Perfectly understandable. And sabi nga nila, part of a person's success, behind that success is our supportive loved ones. Right? So, and I think you are a testament to that. You already are a testament to that. So you're successful because, of course, being hardworking, determined, but of course, support of your loved ones in your family. Thank you so much, Drei. Maraming salamat. Alam ko,
Salamat.
pinipigilan mong wag umiyak. Kala mo, nakikita kita, pinipigilan mong wag umiyak.
Wag po.
Thank you so much. So we are done with Picture Perfect. So siguro let's see first our fans kung may mga reaction sila sa mga pinag-uusapan natin or nabobore sila. According to Annie, sobrang proud ako sa iyo, Drei. Deserve mo lahat ng blessings mo na yan.
Thank you, B.
Rachel says, mabuhay ang nasa theater. Of course.
Thank you, Mami Rach.
Christian Abeja, as a local producer then, when it's needed naman, we have to sacrifice at least not too long, like 16 hours, maybe just a couple of hours, but we have to add compensation on their behalf.
As long as it's a mutual decision.
True. As long as it's in the contract, right?
Yes,
Kaya sabi mo kanina, it should be in the contract. Okay, good. Rachel Kulian said, magandang morning po. Good morning daw. Right. Donsky says, families talaga are not perfect. We just have to work hand in hand to work on our differences. Totoo naman yun, di ba?
Opo.
Ako nga, minsan nakikipag-tarayan pa ako sa mga kapatid ko ngayon eh. So that's quite normal because you're different individuals or different people. Anything else? Other comments? So please keep the comments coming. Write it down. If you have questions, please do write it down. So now, let's look at more and check more about Drei. Drei, how were you ba growing up? Just like to check, how were you? How was Drei growing up? Up until na ma-reach niya na yung, let's say, up until nag-college siya and ma-reach niya na yung goal niya.
I've always been a sweet kid. Sobrang malambing na bata. Growing up, I'm not really that big of an achiever kasi hindi ako pinapressure ng family ko. Whatever they got from my grades, they are happy about it as long as hindi ako magfe-fail, ganyan. And it's really motivating na gawin yung mga gusto mo at mga alam mong ikaka-proud ng family mo kapag walang pressure on you. So, growing up, I'm just happy. I'm just really happy. Sometimes a jealous kid, pero hindi naman nagtatagal. Kasi nga, syempre, matagal po ako nabunso and I have this kuya. Syempre, kuya ko siya. Sometimes I'm gonna be jealous kasi ba't siya pinapayagan sa ganito? Ba't siya ganito? Pero ako hindi. And that's because I'm too young to understand that they are just really protective of me. Parang ganun. And, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
May nag-call. Ayun po. Yeah, that's me growing up. No pressure in life. So that's why all of this success na nakikita nyo sa akin, lahat ng achievements ko, it's not because of me. It's really not because of me. It's because of God's grace sa akin. He has given me so much of a blessing na hindi na ako tumitingin sa kung ano yung wala ako sa buhay. And sobrang saya na kung may gusto man akong gawin, makuha ko o hindi, basta pinagtrabahuhan ko, masaya na ako nun. Ganun ako pinalaki ng magulang ko. Ganun po.
That's good. That's really good. But what's your fondest memory while growing up? Since you mentioned about pag may gusto kang gawin, minsan nung bata ka, di ka pinapayagan. Ano pa yung aside from that, what's your fondest memory as a kid growing up in Malolos?
Okay. So I passed sa UP kasi gusto ko dun mag-college.
Aha.
And that time, parang madaming issue sa UP, like yung mga nangyayari doon sa part na yun. Let's just not dig into that.
Aha.
So natatakot yung mom ko na baka kapag doon ako nag-aral, ma-impluwensyahan ako or mapariwara ako kasi nga wala ako sa Bulacan. So, sabi ko, ba't si kuya nakakapag-test nakakapunta sa school na gusto niya?
Mhm.
Yan, nakapunta siya sa Bulacan State University, which is a very, very good university. Ang galing, ang hirap makapasok doon.
True.
Ayun, so ang gusto mangyari ng magulang ko, sa bulso ka na lang din. Kasi baka mapa-trouble ka sa UP, sa Manila.
Aha.
I was very, very upset. Sabi ko, ayoko na mag-aral kasi kung hindi lang din ako sa UP magte-theater arts, kasi UP talaga is very known sa theater. Ayoko na mag-aral kung hindi ako sa UP mag-theater. Pero syempre, as a marupok kid, konting lambing lang ng mama, edi before the days pass, yung magpapasukan na, nag-enroll na din ako sa Bulacan State University. Nag-test ako day before the enrollment talaga. Yun yung yung parang, bakit hindi ako pinayagan ni mama sa UP? Ang ganda-ganda ng school, ganyan.
So it's the school. That's the fondest memory. Really going to the school of your choice and your liking. Pero, and you know what? I think, totoo to ang mga parents talaga, malakas ang niyan. Malakas ang kutob and intuition. Sometimes ako minsan hindi ko naiintindihan pag sinabi ng magulang ko to do this. Hindi ko talaga, minsan sasagot pa ako. Pero wala rin magagawa, susundin ko rin.
Parang po tayong mga anak nakakasagot sa mga magulang, di ba po?
Nakakasagot na doon, nag-explain kasi. Pero pag at the end of the day, kunyari yung decision that they made for us, tama pala, no? So they have good intuition. So it's a good thing na nakinig ka. Nakikinig tayo. Nakikinig tayo sa magulang.
Oh. Napilit.
Ikaw napilit. Ako nakikinig. Yeah, kasi nga yung decisions, and sometimes you don't, honestly totoo to, sometimes you don't understand their decisions. Pero pag at the end of the day, pag nakita mo, that makes sense nga, oo nga. Kaya pala hindi tayo pinayagan. So, yes, so we just have to love our parents and honor them, and sometimes you may not understand, pero at the end of the day, malalaman din natin because of that love and intuition. So, I agree with you on that. So that's your fondest memory. Let's make it fast forward now. Fondest memory very recently with family or anyone.
Na-miss ko to, yung birthday celebration ni Papa. Pero kasi, parang nandun din ako kasi nagsasend sila ng video sa akin. Kasi, I had to work. Ayun. Sobrang, wala ako doon, pero feeling ko nandun ako kasi nga, ina-update nila ako. Alam nila na gusto kong makita sila that day. Parang ganun. You know, sometimes yung connections kasi with the family, it doesn't really have to be like up close, personal. Kasi kung talagang love nyo yung isa't isa, kahit sa napakalayong lugar, mararamdaman nyo yun.
Totoo yun. And I can understand. Imagine, special celebration and you had to work, right? So, were you in a taping then when that happened?
Yeah. I'm at work.
Perfectly understandable. And I'm pretty sure your family understood that as well. Okay, so ganyan talaga. You're doing it for your dreams. You're doing it for them din naman, right?
Yes. I'm doing it for them. Kaya kaso minsan talaga nagsiselos na sila sa work ko. Like, Bigyan mo naman kami ng time, ganun.
Oh my God. So pag ganyan, ito, fair question. Pag ganyan, sabi mo, minsan nagsiselos sila sa work. What do you do to probably make up for it or compensate for it?
If nare-receive ko yung mga ganyang comments nila kapag sinasabihan nila ako niyan, magpakita ka sa amin, ganyan, miss ka na namin, or bigyan mo ng time yung family mo. Ang ginagawa ko talaga, nag-off ako sa work. Kapag hindi ko talaga kaya mag-off sa work, pupunta ako sa Bulacan ng
Mhm.
mag-uwian din ako. Like, from
Mm.
Manila, o just to stay 1 or 2 hours with them. Tapos after nun, balik na ako Manila kasi kailangan ko mag-taping kinabukasan. Ganun. Ganun po.
My God, nakapagod yun. Pero of course, for the love of family, right?
It's really worth it.
And definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Maraming salamat, Dre. Ask you a
Thank
question siguro. What is the greatest lesson that you've learned in your life now recently, and why it's a great lesson for you?
The greatest lessons in my life right now is that you can't really get all the things that you want in life, and that's okay. Because some things that are meant for you will always be for you. You it's gonna be handed to you if it's for you. And don't mistake your value for what you think your worth is. Kasi ang value mo, si Lord lang magdidikta niyan. Hindi ibang tao, hindi ikaw. Because kasi parang nagbago yung pananaw ko when I heard this word that God loves you not because of who you are. It's because of who He is. Yun po yung tumatak sa akin. So, alam ko hindi ako perfect. I am not perfect. I am very far from being perfect. But I know that God loves me. That's why I'm good. I'm happy.
Good. Thank you so much for that. So I'd like to check. Kausapin mo yung fans mo and give and ask for their support. Invite them in your most recent or upcoming events. And yun muna. Please invite your fans.
For all my family, friends, and supporters, uh, walang hanggang pasasalamat. Maraming salamat po sa mga hindi nang iwan sa akin, sa patuloy na sumusuporta sa akin, doing and giving their extra mile just to give a hand to me. Maraming salamat po. Your efforts are all appreciated. Maraming salamat po. Wala po ako masasabi kundi pasalamat. And sana hindi mo wala sa akin. Tapos ako 17, 2023. And after that, hopefully, ma-represent natin yung Philippines in the international stage. Go for it. Thank you so much.
That's good. So, Dre, before tayo mag-end, I'd just like to say thank you to you for taking the time. I know that you have a very busy schedule. And
Naka-ready na po.
kaya nga, ang aga-aga, no? Naka-ready ka na, alis ka na after. I know you'll go to another event for Misters of Filipinas. I'd also like to thank the fans for interacting and also sharing your thoughts, asking your questions. We'd like to also thank our producer, PJ. Thank you for having this collaboration with The Crown. So please do not hesitate to follow Throne and Crowns and The Crown, and to be updated with what's happening in Misters of Filipinas. So mayan, mga fans already giving their support. Hannah Lamotan, support kami lahat sa iyo, kayang-kaya yan. We love you, Drei, from Maguslog, Salcedo Daniel. And we miss you, Kuya, Michael Angelo, Hadley Merenya. Mahal na mahal ka namin, bebe, Hannah. Okay, so imagine the support, imagine the love, imagine support, love, and of course your hard work. I think if you mix it all, I think mananalo ka. Yes. O sige, before we end it, please say, I am Drei Arias and I am, continue.
I am Drei Arias, and I am your Misters of Filipinas from Malolos, Bulacan, 2022.
And Drei Arias is Misters of Filipinas 2023. Maraming salamat po. And I hope you enjoyed this conversation. And thank you for opening up today. And we wish you well. We'll pray for your success. And keep supporting and aiming for your dream. Continue doing your advocacy. And of course, supporting and loving your family. Maraming salamat.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Crown viewers.
Thank you so much. Magandang umaga uli. Enjoy!